Yo, it's about time, right? What's good, Hussein? FOMO, Z Richington, Bitcoin Brian, Kryptonian, The Whale, Andre Legger. What up? Not much. Been waiting to hear about this all day. What's their Telegram? I'm not sure that Telegram is legit, but their Discord, if you go to getjusted.co, you'll see it right here. That's where I know they are. All right, come on, man, let's get 20 likes so we can get started, because we really got to talk about this, man. Now, we really got to get into this. Got a bag for just, yeah, man. I'm sure you and about 500,000 other people, man. I think we are underestimating China on this, man. Seriously. What up, Big Smoke? Falcon Crypto, what's good? Pathfinder Green says, yeah. You talking about China? I really think, they did 2 tests. I don't want to get into it too quick. I don't want to go. I want to let everybody get in here before we get started. Let me go and get me a cough drop. But yeah, man, they say China, man. I remember I saw Justin Sun do a live stream. I saw screenshots of Justin Sun doing a live stream. And he had like 1 million viewers, yo. 1 million live viewers. And Justin Sun is promoting this. Now, Justin Sun done promoted some shit before that done failed. Like, remember Ace, Tron Ace? Yeah, man, I'm drinking honey. I'm doing all that stuff, man. JUSTGAME partnership? Well, I didn't even bother asking. So how many likes we at, man? Codeine. All right. What's up, guys? So let's go ahead and get started. So JUSTGAME, in a little under 22 hours, in a little under 22 hours, a little over 22 hours. So let's talk about some other stuff first. So Tron Lounge, I'm not sure if you guys heard, but they're doing a 500,000 TRX prize pool. So I think this is starting on December 23rd. So, the volume coming from this going into Tucanair is going to be great. Building that floor. We're under construction right now, man. Building the floor. So let's see how much it's at now. It's at 2.8 million. It's going up, man. There's a lot of FUD about this. The reason I'm talking about this is because there's a lot of FUD about this in well, not a lot, but from like one person who swears that this isn't sustainable, and it's not. It's not sustainable forever, but it could be if you get enough gamblers playing. It could be. But what else did I want to talk about? That's about it. Buying IOST. And looking at Steam. But alts are getting ready. What's up with my Bari? What's up, Crypto Kobe? Yeah, Tron Lounge, it's just growing slowly. It's just creeping up. It's doing good. I'm proud of that. I'm proud of that. So, this. Let's talk about it. So, who all is going to participate in this? Show of hands. Press 1 if you're going to play. Press 2 if you're not. Yeah, I'm going to get into it because I played it. I played it on the beta today. And I played it on iOS when it, I guess, got stolen or cloned. 2, 3 ones, 2, 2, 1, 1. 1, but I'm confused. I'm seeing more ones. Yeah, playing beta. If you got in on the beta, you might be feeling a little bit of FOMO if you understood what's going on. If you didn't, if you don't understand, see me, I'm getting FOMO because I understand how to play, and I think I understand how to win because I've played it twice now. So they have this paper. If you come to getjusted.co and you come to the Discord, it'll take you to the announcements. And in the announcement, they have this, I guess they're calling it the testnet white paper. Now, this thing is lengthy. It's 59 pages, bro. So it's a lot of data in this. And the gems are hidden. So it gets good right at page, it's a lot of word salad, man, a lot of word salad. But it gets good right here at around page 21 and 22. And we're gonna dive in. Did they stop the iOS? But it looks exactly like that. So what you'll hear some people talking about is the iOS version. So endless game on iOS. Now I posted this in my I posted this in my Patreon Telegram. The link's in the description if you want to join. I'm gonna clean that out because I know a lot of people done left and trying to linger. So if you in there lingering and you haven't paid your subscription, be sure to do so because I'm gonna clean house when I get a chance. But this is endless. So I did a video on this. This was back in July 2019. So this was, legend has it, the code either got stolen somehow or got leaked, and Endless Game put out the code and basically made Just Team go back and redo a lot of it. So I did a video on breaking this down, and upon looking at, so this is the UI of the one that was on iOS. So upon playing the beta today, it looks exactly like this. The UI looks exactly like this. Not exactly. There are some new components. Don't get me wrong, but this is still right here. The clock it's different, but the buttons look the same. You can tell that it's pretty much the same game. And what Tron app would you recommend at this time? I would recommend you learn about this one right here. This is the one that word salad. Shout out to you know, Gandhiji community. That's their little term, word salad. I like that. I had to hijack it. So oh, y'all can't see? Bro, I always do that. My bad. My bad. I'm seeing here. Of course you can see what I see. Hey man, if y'all ever look like I'm not showing this, if I'm ever look like I'm showing y'all something and I'm not, say something. Okay, so let me back up. So back in July, they came out with this. This is the UI, right? This is the UI for the one that was on iOS T. So this one, the one that I've tried today looks a lot like this. This is still the same. The buttons look the same, and like some other minor changes plus some extra components. It looks a lot better though. It looks a lot. It's epic, bro. It's epic, and I think that it's gonna be something that could make it's gonna wreck a lot of people, and the people who know how to play going into it are gonna win. You just have to choose a route. So, like I said, if you go to the website and you'll go to the announcements, and you'll see this right here. So it's like, so this is we're on page 21, and yeah, I'm gonna go through the gameplay. Endless Game was wrecked. Now, people had a bad experience because Endless Game on iOS T didn't have the volume that I expect to see from the real one. Because the volume that I experienced now, it was testnet volume now. So it could have been, but the amount of people or wallets or whatever you want to say participating earlier today was wild. Like, if I play this, you might see this right here. These are all the people. So every time somebody buys a box, it pushes this down. That was going like, it was so many transactions, yo. The one on iOS T was barely moving. So for it to be profitable for a lot of people, it has to be a lot of volume. But okay, let's get into it. So we're just gonna skip the methodology, the reboot prize. So basically all of this is pretty much a waste of time. Like, I mean, I wouldn't say it's a waste of time, but it's just them trying to hide the game rules. That's really what it is. Like, they buried the how you play down at page 22. That's like reading a book with 59 pages and you ain't getting to the good stuff until page 22. The reboot is a prize pool that's tied directly to the expiration of the decentralized time clock. Now, these dudes talk such like they just make it so much more complicated than it really is on purpose. A timer that lasts 12 hours and will expire if participants stop interacting with the experiment. If this timer reaches 0, the round restarts and this slowly accumulated prize is split equally. Each of the last 100 participants receiving 1% personally. The actions participants need to take to make themselves prize winners also increases the duration on the time clock, which in turn increases the length of time the prize accumulates value. A grand prize that fuels itself endlessly with as much attention as it can gather. The more players who compete for it, the larger it gets and the larger the audience becomes. This is a positive feedback loop intentionally. So if we look on here, because this is the only UI we can use, for example, you buy boxes, and every time somebody, just like a FOMO game, for the most part, but there are about two twists that make it like it's like a paradox. It's like, no, it's like you're in this paradox of which one which side you want to be on. So the last purchase gets the biggest amount, and then the other 99 split this amount right here. So say just put TRX right here, right? So that's basically what that's saying. Every time somebody purchases a gift box, that adds 30 seconds to the clock. So for most of us, you know what we're talking about here for the most part. We're pretty much OGs on this channel. So let's see. Leader bonus. While the reboot rewards the last 100 participants that attempt to stop it from occurring, the very last user to extend the timer before the round ends gets a substantial amount extra. They were the last to embrace the AI before the end, so she likes them the best. This makes last place a coveted position, something worth competing over for additional rewards by using favoritism to the very last user. JUSTGAME actually forces competition in situations with less than 100 active participants. a situation that would otherwise allow the game timer to drop to 0. So what they're saying is basically because there are 100 people that win, it's like a better chance, it's an easier chance of winning. You just stay in the top 100, you know, so people are, especially if this gets to a big amount, if this is like 1 million TRX, you know what I'm saying? If it's a huge amount, people are going to chase it. But the problem becomes if there aren't people chasing it. That's what can ruin it. If there aren't people chasing it, if it doesn't get big enough to people want to try and get in there, it'll end early. Politics of gossip. Users individually showing off what they have personally won from the project, what they have earned, what they make or have the chance to make within JUSTGAME is something we would call a social economic lure. While 100 winners sounds like a lot, it's because the prize is intentionally generous. The experiment is designed to avoid social reluctance, to encourage bragging. If the prize was limited to a single player, single or very limited selection of winners, there would be too much social pressure on a victory. Basically saying one person winning, it's not as fun. Rollover. Like a snooze button, but the alarm keeps getting louder. So what y'all thinking so far? Catch up. Gee, Swift Runner, slow down, man. This is long, need some weed. Yeah, we chilling over here, man. Yeah, I saw the AMA, but I mean, that's irrelevant. Like, I mean, that stuff is small, petty pat, tit for tat type stuff. The facts are, this is Just Team, the ones who actually create these smart contracts that everybody clones, you know, so this is gonna probably be big. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's like have been in the, I would only say don't participate in this if you haven't experienced this type of thing before. Maybe step back and watch it and really learn what's going on. But if you've been in the DApp space and you have some TRX, you should play this because it's probably gonna make a lot of people profitable. A lot of people are gonna lose. Don't get me wrong. A lot of people are gonna lose. They're not gonna know what they're doing. And I'm gonna talk about, I'm gonna do a video tomorrow once it's live. I'm gonna do, because I know how to play this. It's just about, is it gonna, like always, is their volume gonna be after me? As long as there's a lot of volume after you, you're good to go. Just don't press the wrong button. No, I didn't watch the second one. No, I didn't watch that one. Generally, if JUSTGAME succeeds in creating and capturing the attention it's designed to create, something very interesting happens. The prize for the next round usually will start at a higher value than the prize 100 winners took moments ago. This is because a portion of the task participants are competing in the background are helping prepare for the future. This preceding creates a dynamic and unknown reward every time a reboot occurs. To finish the rollover, she keeps track of something very valuable across each individual participant: loyalty. A concept explained later that offers participants the chance to follow her success through multiple rounds and vastly benefit from the return. So yeah, on the UI, there's like this section where you have TRX. Yo, it's like they basically, the shit is just designed to just give you TRX. That's basically what it's designed to do. The only thing is when you get out, you out. You can't get, it's like, if you put TRX in this, it's gotta be some TRX that you're not gonna need for a long time. Because you only get out when you only, from what I've experienced, you can only get your TRX when the game ends or when you open your boxes. So You can't, it ain't no, okay, let me withdraw some divs. It ain't no withdrawing divs. It's just going into your, it's just ding, 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 filling up with TRX. And when you take it, you take it. You can't take a little bit from it. That's the one thing that sucks about it. And a lot of people are not going to realize that. And they're going to throw a whole bunch of TRX in there that they need, they're going to want to take out one day, and they're going to open boxes. And guess what opening boxes does? Boxes are just funny how this part came out after I said it. Boxes are JUSTGAME's entirely unique token model. So OGs, you're gonna understand what's going on here. Basically, boxes are the TRC20, I'm pretty sure. They represent the application of entirely new systems for handling company or decentralized service revenue, rights revenue. So divs, bullshit, word salad. Personally, on a piece of JUSTGAME artificial self-sufficiency, revenue, and success, boxes are a unique token concept invented specifically to make JUSTGAME possible. They are unlike anything in cryptocurrency out of necessity, creating the risk and choices that allow the systems to be unpredictable. Boxes can be thought of as tokens that can only increase in value accumulated from all volume in the service they are attached to, a tokenized right to that value itself. Now, this is, don't get it twisted, they don't go up in value. They become more valuable because they have more TRX in them, but they are always 25 TRX. But they can go down because they have like this thing where like a random sale will pop up. Like, it's dope, man. People are gonna like it. It's got a lot of different dynamics. Like a blockchain piggy bank, every box is guaranteed royalties from every transaction that occurs while the box exists. A tokenized piece of a service that the owner can decide to break open at any time to collect the coins. So like I said, you can't, it ain't no divs. It's like a piggy bank. And when you get it, take it out. When you out, you out. Now what I was thinking, I was like, well, if there's a ton of volume in this, I can get out, take my profit, and go back in. But that's if it's like nonstop. If China gets on this, like I'm hoping they will, it'll be like that, just always, and you'll never want to get out. But you could get out and get back in and let it build back up again. So I just hope it's a lot of volume. Most importantly, these boxes are only upwards volatile, a trait that makes them an incrementally bonded asset. At no point will they decrease in the amount of backing behind each one, right? So they're always filling up with more and more TRX. This is guaranteed through JUSTGAME and the experimental services she provides to accomplish something a bit unheard of. Box is a token that can no longer decrease in value. Now I want to see if I can find some of the okay, yeah. The creation and destruction of boxes each add to the time to the current round, meaning that as players join and leave the game, they are not only modify the number of boxes that currently exist, but also keep the game going longer. The catch, when a round ends, all boxes are open automatically and the earning stops. The twist, breaking open the box manually before the round has ended gives you more than it actually contains, 2 times more. I didn't mean to click that. What did I just click? So here's what I like. Well, it's like, so here's the paradox. So when you say you buy 100 boxes, now I'm going to give you fake numbers just to make it make sense. Each box is has one. You have 100 boxes. What's going to be happening is going to be going 1 TRX, 2 TRX, 3 TRX, 4 TRX. It's going to be going up like that. If the game ends, you get whatever it says. But if you open the boxes, you get, instead of getting 4 TRX, you get 8. You see what I'm saying? But if you open the boxes, when you open the boxes, that puts the clock up. So people are going to be panicking and open their boxes when the clock gets low because they think it's going to end. because they want to get the 2x. They don't want to settle for the 1x. They want to get the 2x. So they're going to open their boxes if they see the clock. They're going to panic and open all their boxes. And when they open all their boxes, when the clock timer gets low, they open all their boxes, the clock goes all the way back up again. So it's unlikely to ever end unless there's no volume or something happens with the network for a long period of time. So yeah, that's like the parts I like it, but I don't like it because as a player, because I'm not gonna ever hit my I'm never gonna take my TRX out unless I open them, and unless there's a ton of volume and I'm opening and getting back in. So open or not to open. This is one of the many, it's really hilarious, man. This is one of the many economic paradoxes that JUSTGAME intentionally facilitates. Let me read chat. How much tranche do you have tomorrow? I don't know, man. Yeah, reinvesting, I'm not gonna do that. I did that. I mean, reinvesting to me is a trap, because say it wrecked me on the iOS T version because I reinvested thinking, oh, a whole bunch of volume is gonna keep coming, but it slowed up. So it always comes back to, are people gonna do more than me after me? Because if it slows down, you're wrecked from reinvesting. So I think it's a greedy trap, because you're like, oh, this ain't enough, I want more. You know what I'm saying? So you reinvest and then you're like taking longer to ROI. You're gonna take, unless you like reinvest like instantly, like when you first buy or something. But reinvesting like after a day, I don't know. It depends. I don't think I'm gonna reinvest though. And they have an auto reinvest button that reinvests every time you accumulate enough to buy one box. So, and that reinvest that to buy that one box puts you in the top 100. So people it's gonna be, I can't see any reason why the only way I can see this not being crazy is if something happens with the contract, the website goes down for a long time, they gotta go back, they come back out. If it's something like that, but if this is smooth, it's gonna be insane. Cause they did the first beta late last night. I was mad. They did it at like 2 or 3 in the morning, but that was because of China. And that's when they had the 500,000 users. I don't know. But they showed screenshots, 500,000 visits. No, every box doesn't increase the value of the ones purchased. Your boxes stay the same value. They don't really sell for, they don't really have any value. They just have, the more you have, the more share. It's the same thing. The more boxes you have, the bigger the share of all the buys after you. Just call them buys. It's like an hourglass. It's just different words, just different terms, but it's the same thing that we've always been playing. That's why it's great to be in a space and do it for a long time, because now that we've been playing these games, you know what to do. Get in early, know what's good, know what's good dApps, know what's trash dApps. That's what's great about this. We know JUSTGAME. They scary, exit scam, but that just makes me trust them more when they play like that. It's like they wouldn't be playing like that and really scam. It just makes me trust them more. Your boxes collect this from everyone buying in after you. Yes. What would make you get out and get back in then to collect the TRX? Because if I got 100,000 TRXs built in there from me buying boxes after 3 months, the only way I can get any of that is to withdraw all of it. And then I can take it all and maybe go in again and let that build up. It depends on how popping it is, if it's a lot of volume. Yeah, my goal is to. Jalo says you may open your boxes before the game ends to make ROI. If the game ends, you only receive half of what you would have had if you opened them. So my goal is to get to get in profit, to get in so early that even the 1x will make me way in profit. So the 2x is just like, I want to ROI if the game ends. Yeah, you can take them anytime. Open box, sell tokens, right? But you can't open one box at a time. You got to open all of them. You can't be dabbling around. You either all the way in or all the way out. So it's smart not to open boxes. Nah, it's actually smart to open them, but at the right time. But there is no right time because it's gonna come down to who ain't gonna open their boxes. It's gonna come down to when nobody else is like, when everybody's satisfied with that 1x, But as long as somebody needs that 2x to ROI, it's because that bumps the clock up. It's about bots keeping the game alive, probably. But I don't care about that though. I don't care about if I can speculate on if it's real users, if it's fake users. I know it's got at least a day, And the amount that I was getting from the testnet, I put in 5,000 testnet TRX, and after like 5-10 minutes, I had for my 2x, I had 500 TRX. So ROI on first day, as long as it goes a day, it's gonna last 24 hours. That's all I need. I'm gonna get on the first day. You know what I'm saying? So I'm documenting me play the game. You see what I'm saying? We can talk about, if you get in later. I'm not getting in later. I'm getting in on the first day. Can you tell how many divs are in your boxes before you? Yeah, it shows all that. Yeah, it's probably this is gonna be big. Let's see. Say the time is running low and you decide it's too risky. If you had waited just a bit longer, someone else might have opened the box, extended the round, and earned you additional funds that you could then double. So it's like an endless, you never getting out. That's why I say only go in it. If you're gonna go in it, I'm only going in with what I can kiss goodbye for a couple months. Because the only way I'm getting that out is if I exit the game. The only way I'm getting any divs from it. And that's another thing that I didn't realize until when I played the iOS version. When I didn't realize that I couldn't get a little bit of divs at a time. I was like, oh damn, that TRX, that iOS is gone until the game ends. So it ain't no collecting divs. It ain't no collecting divs. That's another downside. It's just lump sums. When you think it's gonna end, but what's funny is when you get out, you're the one that's gonna set the clock back up to 12 hours when you take yours, because you're probably gonna have enough boxes to bump it back up to 12 if you're a big player, a reasonable size player. This will likely be the largest DApp event on chain for months. Might as well YOLO something. Yeah, I want to do a YOLO. I really want to do a huge YOLO, but if I do a huge YOLO, I won't show it because I don't want to lose a big amount on something like this. But yeah, knowing how to play, I'm just worried about people say the bots and the fake volume, and that's what I'm kind of worried about. But that's pretty much the only concern I really have is, are there real people that's going to be playing this? Is it just a whole bunch of fake wallets just putting in TRX, baiting people in? 1 million boxes. Is there any time? Oh, there's another. Let me just keep reading. It's more stuff. We talked about automatic upgrades. So there's a feature that lets you kind of like auto betting. You flip the switch on, and every time you get enough, build up enough TRX to buy one box, it buys the box and puts you in the top 100 again. So a lot of people are going to be doing that. That's going to keep the clock going. Emotional random number generator. Questions like, should I buy boxes for this service and stuff? Yeah, you know, talking about the game theory. Oh, and there's this thing called it's called the glitch, right? You a real G? I'm thinking of selling my chain lead to go all in on Hex. We'll talk about Hex in a minute. But there's this thing where called the glitch. I see a lot of people just left the chat, left the stream. See, when you leave, they about to miss some good stuff. But there's this thing called the glitch that just sends out TRX. It builds up for 4 hours and it just airdrops TRX for people holding boxes. I don't know how much because I didn't experience it because it wasn't live. The auto roll and the glitch feature didn't work on testnet. They said it's gonna be on the mainnet. But it literally is a clock over there. You click on the glitch and it's a clock that's counting down and it's building, it had like 1 million TRX in it. So it's no telling how much each person's gonna get, but it's free TRX. It's like the whole thing is just basically a faucet. You know what I'm saying? It's just a faucet that you can only take the whole thing out. And it could be huge. And not only that, that's not the only thing. And I'm probably leaving stuff out that I forgot. I wish it was still live. But it's gonna have tiered referrals. Tiered referrals. So it's gonna be your level 1 referrals, level 2, level 3, level 4. So you can refer one person and everybody that refers that, you know how it goes. All the people like go down like a pyramid. It gave you 2K TRX and you had 5K invested. That wasn't real TRX. How do I withdraw 25? That was testnet TRX. Yo, they had their own node. They had their own node that they was running the test on. It was fake TRX, but they had their own node though that they was running it on. So they legit, man. But yeah, the tiered referrals. I'm excited about that, of course. It's gonna be dope, man. I'm just volume. Yeah, they had this discount thing where like, I don't know what caused it, but I looked up and it was like, all boxes are now 25% off. Like, yo, the contract changes prices? Man, I drink that emergency stuff, man. You might be the same person telling me that. It just doesn't work, man. I think I don't take medicine often enough. I don't take it on schedule, so it doesn't work on me. I wonder how much the node costs. I don't know. Where we at? I'm excited though, bro. I haven't been excited for a DApp in a long time. Like, I've been excited for a DApp, but I can say I probably haven't been excited since Trontopia. I hope it doesn't let me down. I should have like recorded some footage of it. Yeah, Tron's going up. I haven't bought any Tron. I'm satisfied with my Tron bag, man. I'm looking to buy other things. I bought some iOS T today. Yeah, Tron's pumping nicely. Yeah, they getting ready, boy. They getting ready. 195 Satoshis. Took in there. I'm excited because a lot of people are going to find out. A lot of people are going to be coming to, look at that. It's coming up right to that. So I turned off my 1334 and put on the 50, 100, and 200 just because I'm a moving average type of person. I like moving averages. And these are such long term that it gives me a little bit more confidence when price is getting above the 100 and getting up to the 200. It's old school. But yeah, this thing has the potential to really, they say this shit's gonna suck up all the TRX in the network. And I'm thinking about, if not reinvesting, but just buying boxes. Just buy a box every now. Already selling his top. Let me catch up. So if you put in Tron and then forget about the game for a couple months, are you likely to get more Tron or lose it? If it ends, it depends, man. It depends on the volume. Like every time, it's just like a FOMO game or any other hourglass. You get divs based on how much boxes you have or how many tokens you have, whatever you want to call them. The more you have of those, the more divs you're going to accumulate in your little bank. So, but if you open it early, if you open your boxes early, you get double the TRX that you would have gotten if we would just wait till the game ended. So you buy in, right, and see 20 million in volume after you on first day you open it. No, I don't think I'm not opening my boxes unless I go to bed and I'm not in profit and the clock is like 3 hours left. Or maybe I'll stay up that night to make sure I'm in the top. You know what I'm saying? It's probably gonna be some nights where I stay up if I don't get in profit immediately. I mean, what I saw today, I put in 5,000 TRX. I walked away and I had like 500 TRX in like 15 minutes, yo. But it was testing that volume. But it was pretty fast. It wasn't unreal fast. It was like, say you on Wink and you see the dice, it was like that fast. So it's realistic. So I could say I probably would, if they would have kept it going, I probably would have ROI in a day. I mean, I easily on something like this with as much volume as you can expect. 1 billion TRX. I don't want to get my hopes up, but I just feel like, I mean, Justin Sun isn't really shilling it too hard. He isn't pushing it too hard, but I can see this being the thing, this being the scam that pumps at least TRX. If you open the boxes, you lose the potential benefits from the timer running out. If you open the boxes, you lose the potential benefits from the time. Well, really, there's not really much benefits to letting it run out because you don't double your TRX. The only benefit you would get is if you in the top 100. What you lose is the potential. Miss out on future profit because every say I'm in the game, earn TRX, and then I get out. I would have kept on earning TRX. I would have had more. That the next second, I would have one more TRX. So it's like, why wouldn't I stay in? You know, and only reason I'm gonna get out is if I see it slowing down. If I see it slowing down, then I'll get out. Best strategy is to buy. Yeah, the best strategy probably is to have a lot of TRX on the side because it's probably gonna pump. It's probably gonna pump the price. If you're gonna play, you want to get on the first day, so you can ROI, and then when Tron is going up, you can say, "Oh, let me open my boxes and sell these TRX." Let's look at this Tron price. It's coming into some resistance though. If it breaks through here, it's in a little channel. Next target is 204. I got my TRX bag. I'm earning TRX. I mean, I wish I had more. You know, for everyone. Oh, a lot of people are gonna lose for sure. A lot of people are gonna lose. A lot of people are gonna not know how to play. Is it just 1x or like, I don't know how exactly. I don't know if it's 1.2. I guess it's just one. You get 1-to-1. Or something like that. By losing box, you mean, oh, you talking to already waiting for Terrence. No, people gonna be buying boxes. Well, I mean, even if you're getting in early, then reinvesting probably won't be a problem. As long as there's a lot of volume, you gotta always, there's the asterisk. You gotta say, as long as there's gonna be volume. Each box adds 30 seconds, bought or opened. So when people open boxes, each box adds 30 seconds. I haven't heard anything about it feeding P3D. They should have though. That would have made P3D pump. I would have definitely got some P3D tokens if they did that. How much does, yeah, I just said 30 seconds. Trey, a scam bot Mark. 2 tacos, is that you saying that? You don't automatically get 2x once you buy a box. You have to wait for TRX earning first. Whatever earnings you have, you can 2x that amount by opening it. Right. Can you explain that? Different ways you can lose. I would say opening your boxes before you're in profit. The round ending without you in the top 100. The round ending without you in profit. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, the only way to lose if it ends before you ROI, or if you don't. So you don't buy boxes, then open them immediately. Yeah, don't buy boxes and then open them. Buy and then walk away is probably buy on the first day and then walk away for 24 hours. You should probably come back and profit. Can't lose if don't play. Yeah. Can't win if you don't play either though. It shows you stats at all times of when you're in profit. But early with huge volumes, buy early with huge volume and be profitable. As you already said, I'm not playing for just team. You know, I had a problem with them, but then I went to them and I found out what it was, what the issue, because I had got banned. And I went to them and reached out to them and asked them, because you got banned too, right, Artie? I went to them and asked why, and they told me why, and I kind of get why. It's because when I come in there, I kind of like fuck up the vibe. So I come in there and everybody's like, oh, Trevon James is a scammer. Nah. It just kind of like, it messes up the flow of their chat. And I understand. Yeah, and that's another thing. It's closed source, but I get why. They experience what happens when they open source. Everybody clones it, and everybody get scammed. Nah, that's not true. They show. I seen the copyright papers or whatever about the Disney. That's not true. Yeah, that tiered referrals. They got tiered. Already they got tiered referrals, bro. You get one referral, then all of a sudden you got 50,000. Um, I mean, yeah, it's risky for sure, but um, I think it's I think it's profit. I think it's going to be very profitable for a lot of people. Yeah, I tested the referral links; they work. I didn't test the tier, but I tested one referral. And plus, I'm gonna use this for marketing. Like it's gonna bring views because a lot of people are gonna be talking about this. So it's probably a good idea for me to be involved in it. You know, that's gonna bring people to Toucan Air. People gonna find out about Toucan Air. Just like Hex. Yeah, I didn't see anything in this either about the tiers. Maybe I didn't. I mean, let's do a search. Let's see. Tiers. We got how many results? One time tiers was mentioned. Anyone at any time has just as much power to earn from promotions in someone who started. Okay, scroll up. Okay, here we go. Social branching is designed to incentivize promoters that create well-versed and accurate content. Bringing in users is great, but educating those users well enough that they enjoy and understand the content enough to promote it themselves, that's better overall for her goals for survival. Quite simply, JUSTGAME attempts to manage its own online reputation through incentivizing positive discussions about itself, incentivizing conversations with accurate or useful insights about the service and the AI behind it, encouraging the blockchain to have positive conversations about her, encouraging participants to care about her. Most importantly, as a result, promoters who create quality and engaging accurate content are actually rewarded for what they've created, something she knows they appreciate. Never build a pyramid. Multi-level promotion systems have the potential for explosive value, but the organizations that implement them have always greedily ignored the fact that all of them unquestionably have collapsed. This is because pyramid-style multi-level promotions are inherently dangerous. The creation of structures where a single promoter who started early will be treated better than the rest is detrimental to the longevity of the product. As new promoters fight for increasingly smaller and smaller share of proceeds, eventually there's no value left at all. A quick death spiral for any platform. That's why JUSTGAME has created a substantial system instead. Anyone at any time has just as much power to earn from promotions as someone who started day one. This is all while remembering the infinite depth of the blockchain's memory, allowing promoters as many tiers as necessary. Visualize all the blockchain transactions during the experiment backwards, branching until they connect to each and every promoter and when they join, how close they are related, which actions have brought more or less participants, how much influence they have created or sustained. As branches and links become more distant, the revenue drops off until it's insignificant. But those links never vanish completely. If you start promoting again, adding new branches to the tree, you once again become relevant. So that's interesting. Relevance is a drastic shift in the way referral structures are built, designed. So basically, I guess your referrals like kind of weaken if you stop promoting or something like that over time. Like they, sounds like the further away a referral gets from you, the less you earn from it or something like that. To active promoters, this also guarantees something they're not used to, fair ground. Instead of endlessly fighting over smaller and smaller shares, promotional revenue is fully available to participants who emphasize quality and honesty, providing them strong, passive revenue over time from the community they've built and helped understand the project. Yeah, I'm gonna read that some more, but it sounds like you probably don't you get a referral, but maybe it just like loses strength over time. Uh, or what? They just refusing to talk about the tiers. Yeah, they really doing a lot of beating around the bush. It doesn't even talk about how much percentage, how much cut when you buy a gift box, how it's split. I didn't really look. I didn't start reading until page 22, but it probably does. So I ain't gonna say that, but I didn't see anything about the percentage or anybody talk about the percentages rather. What's a decent? I don't like people asking me stuff like that. It's up to you, man. I'm not gonna say how much, but I will say this. I'm going in with more than I would usually go into adapt. If I fuck up and lose it, I'll do like I always do and be pissed for a minute and be like, damn, I shouldn't have done that. And if I win, I'll be like, yes. And I'm probably gonna do well because I'm gonna promote it. I'm gonna get referrals. People hate that, but I mean, that's the truth. But I'm gonna try and win for sure, just in case I don't get referrals. Maybe the percentage are constantly fluctuating based on the entire number of referrals. Yeah, I don't know, man. I I don't know. I just take it like it doesn't really matter. I feel like it's gonna. I could be wrong. I'm just expecting it to be so many transactions and stuff that stuff won't even matter. Appreciate that, Kryptonian. You should have said something. Thanks for supporting the stream, man. I need it. Yeah, I'm buying boxes at the start and I'm just holding them. I'm not reinvesting. If anything, I'll buy a box again, if the clock starts getting low. Or I might just buy boxes every box is going to give me more TRX, especially if there's a ton of volume all the time. Yeah, I'll just keep buying boxes, one at a time. 25 TRX, use divs from other platforms. And I think, I don't know, man. It might. I don't know. This could really just pump the price of TRX because I'm like, it could really dry up the DApp space too. Like, this could really dry up the DApp space if all the TRX is going into JUSTGAME and none of it's coming out because everybody's holding it. That could get really interesting if it's big because you only get in TRX when you open the boxes or it ends. I don't see it ending anytime soon. Yeah, you can only claim the dividends once. You FOMO hard. Yeah, don't FOMO too. Make sure you know what you're doing, man. I would think that you would have time to read the instructions, click the boxes and read what they mean and stuff. I don't think you're gonna need to be in the first second. It's gonna be going wild for the first day at least. Yeah, everything's about to dump. I saw Wink dumping. Hey, privacy coins coming to TRX though. That's gonna be the next wave. Who gonna make the first Monero on TRX? It's gonna pump for sure. So we're gonna have more stuff in the future to do. The next wave of TRC20s is gonna be the privacy ones, because you can't put privacy you can't put privacy on Tron, you can't put privacy on the TRC10, TRC20s that are already out. You can only put it on the future one. So it's gonna be new coins coming out with privacy and stuff. So I'm sure Bank Teller mad he can't put privacy on Banker. He'll probably make one. All of these developers probably mad they didn't wait till they put privacy on them. They're gonna scam all the TRX holders and use it to buy P3D tokens. That would be interesting. So maybe I should go into P3D. Maybe I should get out of Aether Bank since it's getting pretty much empty. I should get out of Aether Bank and go into P3D and just collect divs on the way down. That's a good speculation though. So I wonder how many P3D tokens they still have, or how when it's still going down though. Matter of fact, I got the chart right here. I had it up because I was gonna talk about it. Yeah, I might. It's a lot of that was the hours though. Y'all ever look at this stuff? The users and stuff. Yeah, man, it's just dumping. Privacy plus deflationary. Yeah, no comment, man. No comment. Yeah, man. That's a diehard community. Speaking of, let me let y'all know. Go to IOST ABC, and if you have IOST, if you don't have IOST, get you some IOST because we're gonna be talking about IOST. Get you a little bit of IOST. Use Token Pocket app. It's pretty easy to make an account using Token Pocket. You might need some EOS or some Tron or something to swap it, but it's easy to set it up. And vote for the Lord IOST node. Let me see. Yeah. Getting this to 2 million votes. It's gonna get to 2 million pretty soon, especially after I buy some more IOST. But when this gets to 2 million, it will start feeding to Canary. And just click vote. And vote. And when it gets to 2 million, it'll start paying out rewards. And my rewards will feed to Canary. And then we'll set up a serving node, and that one will be a bot that does it automatically. Z-Snarks is, I guess that's the coding. That's just the code, the way, something about the code. It's just I guess the protocol. I don't know what the language is, but it's just the privacy. How much of the ETH in P3D is black hole? What you mean? Like lost? Oh yeah, Tron Dash has a new, let me see, let me show them some love because they have the backup site for Toucan there. They have a new hourglass. They got a TRX hourglass. I'm not sure if it's pegged. I haven't played it yet. You know, Tron Dash is cool, but I don't know. I don't know why it doesn't catch on. I think people just don't take it seriously, but they've been around a while. They got a lot of dApps too, man. Is there a decentralized way? I think you can do it with IOST last time. I mean, that's the most decentralized. I mean, no different than making a TRX wallet with Tron Link. It's paid to TRX, so it's stable. So there's something. I would hope that a lot of the TRX from JUSTGAME is gonna overflow into the other dApps. I would hope. But tomorrow night, well, not tomorrow, but the next day, I want to look at the stats and see if the other dApps are dropping off in users and stuff, and if JUSTGAME is going up. Tron Lounge is a no-brainer right now. Oh yeah. Did we talk about that? Oh yeah, they got the 500. Well, we talked about that, the 500,000 on the 23rd. That's gonna bring some volume, and you know it's gonna be nice going into that floor. 2.8. This was 2.6 earlier today. So I'm gonna buy me. I need to buy. I don't have any TRX because I ain't withdrawn my deals from anywhere yet. And I got some right here. I'm gonna let that build a little bit more. I'll wait till I collect. I'll buy a pack tomorrow. Topia seasons, yeah. I want to see the first season go by, cause I want to see the incentive at the end. Like, what's gonna make people push through to the end? Cause if I still have to get in on the first day, then that's gonna mean the devs are gonna be weak eventually, cause everybody's gonna know, oh, I gotta get in early, so it's no point in mine the second day. You know, that's gonna kill it. So if they got something at the finish line, if they got a little treat, if they've got a little treat that they can dangle at the end, that make people mind through it, push through, then it might just keep on being dope for a good while. But if not, it'll just die. But it's had some good volume. I don't feel like going to it right now. Woo, Truce late always the building. Truce be late on purpose, so you don't think he's sweating you. Truce be like, nah, I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna come in there about 30 minutes. I'm gonna come through, I'm gonna be fashionably late to the stream. Truce be like, yeah, he about to get off right now, let me go in there. He about to get off, he about to end the stream right now, let me go in there now. But yo, my cough coming back. My cough coming back, so I'm gonna go ahead and get off here because I don't want to keep coughing in y'all ear. I'll do a tutorial on JUSTGAME tomorrow after it comes out tomorrow night. And hopefully it's profitable for me. I don't know about y'all. I mean, if y'all play, I mean, I hope it's profitable. Of course, if you play, I mean, it's completely up to you, man. Getjusted.co is the site. Go check out the Discord. All right. Peace.